You have made your way to the Aetherian Forgeworks, and you have now... You've made your way in through a little bit of deception, but you were looking for a contact that you knew named Yorn, who was the sister of Amara that you met back in town. Once you found him, he greeted you friendly, but then once you started asking some questions, poking around, he quickly turned hostile, in that he threw a battle box at you that tried to murder you all while he hid in his bedroom, because you guys were poking around trying to figure out the secret of what was going on with the Clanks. The Clanks being, of course, these automatons that people buy, they use, and there's been some that have been starting to go, some have been turning aggressive, and then others, like your friend Tetra, had started to seem to gain some kind of sentience. You had also realized that there was a suppression room built into the inside of the Clank's machinery. So after you managed to subdue that battle box, you decided you were going to try to put Tetra back together and remove the suppression room as well. And I believe, did you have a crit, or you have a really nice roll on that, Rhea? Right? I mean,
it took a couple tries.
You knocked that one out of the park.
I think it was actually Draven whose spell work. He cast a spell. Wasn't
it? Everybody gave me everything. Holy AI.
Oh, to get to crack the no, you're talking about when you cracked the
crack the clank.
The clank.
Cracked.
Well, it was kind of Draven and Rhea doing a lot of heavy lifting, and I ran and hid.
Draven and Rhea have done the heavy lifting for the past 2 episodes, because the episode before that, they had those back-to-back crits, which is the only reason you guys got here before nightfall, and were able to not have to spend the night on the side of the mountain. But now you're here in this tiny apartment, and you have repaired the clank with Yorn's help, basically telling him he owes you because he tried to murder you. He also seems very nervous about the fact that he was recently
failed to murder us.
Well, he failed to murder you. He was recently just made foreman, and in doing so, he was brought in to the secret of how they make the clanks. And there's more than just magic that's required to bring these together. You need that spark of life. And what they've been doing is they've been binding souls from the original human homeworld to these clanks, essentially trapping the souls in there. That's what gives them the ability to function. And then something about whatever's going on back in Bravia is what's slowly giving these clanks their sentience back. As you guys brought Petra back to life, she introduced herself as Caleanna. And that is where we ended last year, and where we're going to pick up with today's episode of Legends of Elzorya. So, that's where we're going to pick up, as this clank that you have named Tetra, but who has just introduced herself as Caleanna, just kind of sits up, and the yellow glow that is her eyes once again has life in it. As she looks around, the first person she looks at is Rhea. It's good to see you, my friend. I wasn't sure I would again. Thank you for whatever has happened and whatever you've done. But...
Rhea pointedly decides not to bring up the fact that we've, like, killed her twice at this point. Almost. Only once, but almost had to twice, probably.
I mean, it was self-defense, technically. But sure.
I mean, she's still allowed to be miffed about it.
That's fair. She looks around. Yorn, at this point, too, has kind of just stepped off to the side. Like trying to make himself... Trying to make himself, like, small and you know, he's still in trouble with you all.
He's like 4 feet tall. He's already pretty small.
Fair. I think Draven, too, is going to kind of stand next to him and tower over him menacingly, and just make sure he doesn't get into any other tomfoolery.
He's just standing there.
I like to think this effect is somewhat lessened because every time Draven gets excited, he kind of goes, ooh, you know?
He does.
He's scary for the first, like, 4 seconds, and then you're like, oh. But he did see him explode at Bot, so he knows not to tango with them.
And then Ravnok actually does the little wiggle. I love it. Tell Ravnok we miss him.
Yeah. Scuttling.
He should be watching.
Ravnok.
We miss you, Ravnok.
Do some scuttling for us.
So what do y'all want to do? At this point, she's thanked you, Rhea, and then she's just now kind of looking around the room as though she's just taking everything in.
I'm not gonna lie,
I was curious,
didn't expect her. Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't sure how much would carry over. So, good to know that the friendship part carried over from then to now.
Okay, before I respond to that, Fortune, what were you going to say?
Am I still invisible? I believe I should be.
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just curious, that's all.
You did say, you killed me as a disembodied ghost, and Lynn was like, no, you didn't, earlier. So you're invisible, but she may know you're... Oh, and she can see you. We know for a fact that she focused on you. Like, she can see you and you're invisible because she tracked you.
Oh, okay.
She can
I forgot
see you.
about that.
Yeah. I will also say, yes, you're still invisible because you would have had to do something in that fight to not be invisible.
I'm like a bitch in the closet.
He just went in the kitchen and started pilfering things.
You're like a sim. There's like a whole fire going on in the other room, and you're just like in the background, just like making some pancakes, taking a nap.
Lynn is gonna kind of like she's kind of standing there, like, you know, with her arms crossed. She's like pretty holy shit about the information she's just received about, you know, human souls being cleaved from a different realm and then married to metal bodies, like seemingly without their consent, enslaved. So she's a little, and she's also been crying and like upset. So she looks like a fucking wreck right now. But she is gonna kind of lean over and kind of like cock her head and be like, "You said your name was Caleanna?"
Oh, yes. Sorry, Caleanna. Please, Virtue Spark. I haven't used that name in a very long time. But yes, Caleanna.
Above table, did she just say Virtue Spark?
Virtue Spark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Virtue Spark. Like that's her last name.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna like Lynn's gonna kind of, you know, she kind of does like kind of a hand gesture, like, do you know your state of being right now? Like what body you're in?
She has eyes, Lynn.
I'm aware.
We don't know what they've done to their minds if they had a suppression rune on them.
I think I can answer that. Maybe. It's like these memories are just flooding back all at once. I seem to remember everything, including not remembering who I was. It's hard to explain. Like, I have the memories of my life as May 34, I think they called me. And that seemed so normal at the time. And I remember being confused when I started having thoughts and feelings that weren't part of the programming. But now looking back, it seems horrific. Looking back now, I can see that I was diminished somehow.
I am so sorry this has been done to you. I don't know how you feel currently about being in that body, but I'm so sorry they made a slave of you. It's evil.
What an awful thing to be an observer of your own torment.
Well, that's the thing. As it was happening, it didn't feel that way. It just felt normal. It's only now in retrospect that it seems... Does that make sense? I don't know if that can make sense.
Sounds like a
I think
lobotomy
so.
to me.
I have to ask, Caleanna, before you were put in this body, you were a human, yes?
I was. As we all were.
Do you...
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do you know anything about before the humans came here, or how you were put in this body?
The details of that I'm not sure of, but I remember my life before. We're going to transition our scene here as we flash back to the world of Aetheria. Somewhere far, distant, another time and another place. You have to understand, life was quite mundane for us. Everyone we knew were humans. That's all there were. Humans. Even now, looking back at all the people I've met, as this body, it's fascinating. The diversity that this world holds. On Aetheria, it was just the humans. We woke up, we went to work, we raised families. Life was simple, really, for most of us.
Sounds like a peaceful world.
It was for a time. As with most things, though, it seemed it wasn't meant to last. One thing that humans have always been known for, at least where I come from, is their ambition. Some more than others, of course. I was more than content to live my life out with my husband and maybe raise a family one day. But there were those that thought of nothing but progress, that life could always be better, pushing forward with new technologies, and for the most part, they did prove rather helpful. I'm not really sure what happened. The last thing I can remember is what seemed like a normal, peaceful day. There were some reports on the news channels of some kind of experiment or a new program that they were instituting. We had this council, you see, oh God, what was it called? The Humanity Betterment Council, I believe. Yes, that was it. That was it. They were based out of the city Amphidel, and they were to do something on that day. And for most of us, that meant nothing. I mean, people do things all the time. They were half a world away. So I went about my day, Everything was fine. Until my husband woke me up in the middle of the night. It was dark, yet there was this ominous glow within the sky. It almost looked like a lightning bolt frozen in place, hovering above the city. I remember being frightened, and I remember asking Sal, what's happening? What's going on? And then there was just nothing. Just nothing. For a long time, maybe, or the blink of an eye, I don't know, but my memory goes from that moment to opening my eyes in this body. And I wish I could tell you more, but I simply don't know anything else between how long that was. I'm not even sure where that was in relation to here. Or when, for that matter.
Arcane lightning.
Rhea, would you know anything about how the original humans came to our land? Like, is there anything that sounds even remotely like this in the tales of...
Rhea, I will give you a knowledge roll, although it will be a disadvantage. None of the humans alive currently were alive when you all came over. So none of them have firsthand knowledge of that time frame, but what you might have heard. Okay, so that's 11 with hope. Roll me a d6 though, because it is disadvantage. You'll still get your hope. Okay, so that's sub 10.
Bad.
Okay, you don't. Most of the humans alive today don't care. I mean, this was something that happened to their grandparents. It seems like it's so far in the past, and most people have a good life here, right? I mean, New Aetheria has its own little portion of the world that's been carved out. They've made a life for themselves here, and it seems, even though it was only a generation or two ago, it seems like so long ago, right? I mean, how quickly the human mind forgets. So no, you don't have any idea. The only thing you all know is that the humans came on a magical ark that has now, the city of New Aetheria has been built up around their presence.
Question. As a loreborn, it says I had advantage on rolls that involve the history, culture, or politics of a prominent person or place. Would that cancel out the disadvantage, and would 11 get me anything?
It would cancel that out. Yes. 11 still wasn't really high enough to get anything more than what I said.
Yeah, the answer no is more than acceptable, but a girl's got a dream.
You got to do what you got to do.
As soon as she starts talking about lightning, though, like, Rhea's hand kind of goes to, like, the side of her face.
I will give you a, let's see. This will be separate from the one you just rolled. You know what? This will probably be another knowledge roll, though. So go ahead and give me one of those.
Okay.
13 with fear. I'll give you advantage on this. So give me a d6.
Adding my experience. Oh, okay.
You can do that. You can also have advantage.
I'll do that first.
Go 16.
I'll add my advantage and toss another +2 in it. My experience of being a heretical
18. Okay.
Scholar.
So.
You spend a hope to do. I have a few to go around.
A lightning bolt hanging in the sky sounds to you Definitely magical. I'm going to give you more than that, so don't just roll your eyes at that.
No fucking shit, yeah.
I will say this. 18. Okay, 18's good.
If it's not the right time, you can...
No, it's not that it's not the right time. It's just an 18 with fear. I'm playing with if I give you one piece of information because you rolled with fear or not. To you, a lightning bolt stuck somewhere in the sky doesn't make much sense. But you know that those lightning bolt patterns, I mean, someone who's not versed in magic could construe what's on the side of your face as a lightning bolt. This almost sounds like a tear in reality to you, or some kind of magical experiment gone wrong. That's what it sounds like to you. Based on her story, whatever was going on, whatever that Humanity Betterment Committee was trying to do, had catastrophic results. That seems to have, A, killed millions, and B, left their souls in some form of limbo that they're now harvesting to make these clanks.
I think every human that was in the original Aetheria probably had their soul violently ripped from their body. And I mean violently. As if there's a clean way to cleave a soul from a body, but...
That's what I was
Lynn
about
makes
to say.
her little Lynn makes her little like protection thing. Like that's just heinous to her. Like that's just like damn, bro. Like
oh yeah,
evil.
no, this is another example of the shit that Rhea will just casually say. Like,
yeah.
Completely deadpan.
As you say that, Caleanna looks at you. You mean you think everyone? They're all dead, you think?
The body is dead. Certainly, without a soul to drive it to do anything, then yeah, it wouldn't eat. It wouldn't probably remember to breathe. Maybe.
You notice she kind of puts her hand towards her mouth, and her movements are just slightly more fluid than they were before. There is more of those human characteristics in just even her subtle movements now than she had before when she was a clank slowly regaining her sentience. My husband, my friends, they're... But I'm here. How am I here?
Well, your soul was first violently ripped from your body and then violently ripped across dimensions and shoved into a clank body.
You're gonna see Lynn kind of like oh, Jesus, like that was just the worst thing to say. Just oh no, just
I look at you and I'm like,
blunt,
what? Do you want
blunt.
me to... What? Do you want me to mince words? There's no way to soften a blow like this.
Try harder. And then I'm just gonna kind of look over to Caleanna, and I'm just like, Caleanna, as I said, we're really sorry, but I think we're all here want to get down to the bottom of this, and obviously we need to... People need to be informed of what the clanks are. Can you please consider coming with us to... I believe we're going to New Aetheria after this in the hopes that we can reach some higher ups who may be able to help us spread word, or at least break Gideon what's his last name? Gideon
Ashworth.
Actually,
yeah,
no,
sorry.
Don't call him that. Give him get it wrong on purpose. Don't respect him like that.
Ashworth.
No, she wouldn't. Like,
Ass
at
fuck.
least because we want to at least break Gideon Ashworth's hold over all this entire enterprise.
Gideon. The one I worked for.
Mm-hmm.
He is a bad man. Very bad.
Yes. Sadly, we are aware. We have spirited his daughter Liliana to freedom, fortunately, but we do know about what's happening to Lady Ashworth to some degree of his abuses to her.
There's more to it. There's more going on. I remember. People say all sorts of things in front of us when they don't think that we can hear, when they don't think we're listening, when they don't think that we are anything. He's plotting something, and it involves us. The Clanks, he's plotting something. I've seen him have meetings with, I don't know their name. The closest thing, it looks like a gorilla that we had back on our world. I don't know exactly what they talked about, but they met quite frequently.
Describe. Do we know what a gorilla like? Do we know what gorillas are here, like in this world?
I think Rhea knows what a gorilla is.
I'm assuming we have cat. Like Lynn's a cat person, but I'm assuming there's regular cats, just like we have humans and then we have primates in our world. So we may have regular primates.
You would have regular primates around.
Okay.
You may not necessarily call them
people.
gorillas, but she'll kind of describe what a gorilla is to you, just to be clear.
Okay.
Fortune, you know exactly.
I think they're called simians in this game.
They are, yes. They are. Correct. Sorry, I forgot. I don't know who they are, though, but they visited frequently and in the dead of night. I think they're working together. I don't know the details. I was never in the closed-door meetings. But I think they might be behind what's happening to us. And she kind of like trails off for just a second. Because some of us, we were going mad. We were kind of becoming aggressive. That didn't happen to me, did it?
Yes, that's actually why we brought you here. We had to subdue you, and then we wanted to make sure we could bring you back. So, here you are.
I have no memory of that whatsoever.
It seemed like there was
our initial friendship
activation.
literally blew up in my face.
I remember going back to a small apartment with you all. And then another gap in my memory until now.
Yeah, you were kind of offline for a bit.
I don't know what to make of all this. She kind of trails off, and at this point, as she looks away from you all. By the way, Fortune, are you still invisible having this conversation, or did you drop it?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm still invisible because she can hear me and she can see me.
That's
so
fair.
I'm just a disembodied voice for everybody else.
Fortune, the spooky ghost.
Yorn is the one who's really confused because he cannot see Fortune, and he just hears this little voice. You killed me.
I feel like she's been pacing around the room.
He hears phantom footsteps. He's like, oh my god, my sins have come back to haunt me.
Yeah, I like to think you're moving around just to fuck with Yorn.
Hell yeah.
Maybe knocking things off like the shelf or something.
Graven, by the way,
I appreciate that he had his little come to Jesus moment.
Your Lynn beat some sense into him.
You appreciate that Yorn did his little come to Jesus moment, but like at the same time, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I see where he was coming from, but only because I designed him, so I know. I got into his head a little bit.
He's still on my shit list. He's not at the top of my shit list, but Rhea has a very long shit list.
Yeah. I'm assuming Gideon's at the top of that shit list.
Yeah, Gideon's at the top of that shit list.
Draven, by the way, is just furiously taking notes.
Oh, yeah.
Is he writing down Rhea's shit list?
He's like, this is an excellent story. Lynn's gonna kind of reach out and very lightly, she's gonna very lightly touch Caleanna on the shoulder to kind of get her attention.
Oh, you startle her a bit.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
fine.
so sorry.
No.
Caleanna, I know this is... Frankly, this is more than I can process right now. This is so... Souls being pulled from other planes, being attached to metal bodies. This is so far above really my pay grade. But we will have time to process this later. But right now, we are in enemy territory, and we've been informed, and I'm going to kind of look over to Bjorn, that we're very likely... They have visual confirmation that we're here. We probably have a very short time before Gideon is alerted to our presence. We may need to find any possible information here in the Forge that can be helpful on how the clanks are assembled, and then we probably need to get out of here and go to Aetheria, but that you may have to pretend to be under their control to not draw attention. Can you do that?
She looks a little shaken at first and a little put off at the idea of pretending, now that she's finally got her sentience or freedom back, for putting herself back in that mindset. So I will just ask you to make a presence check, please. 12 with hope. Okay. Because you rolled with hope, 12 I think is a fine DC for that. This one actually had 2 different DCs. I don't know why. I'm going to play around with that a little bit. Like, hope, maybe a little bit lower, but fear, maybe a little bit higher. That way you can still get it with fear, but we'll see. We'll see.
Vibes.
So she, you see her go to take a deep breath. And at this point, it's those kind of human mannerisms that are coming back. You see, the shoulders go up, like she's trying to take a deep breath and then realizes she can't breathe. Yes, I can do that. As I can do that.
I'm gonna kind of look at her, and I'll just be like, Caleanna, I carried you all the way on my back here. I will not leave you here.
She looks up, and her, the little lights that make up her eyes lock with yours. I appreciate that. You all are the closest things to friends I've known in a long time. You're the first people that really treated me like something besides a thing. No better than a mop or a broom. Rhea, you spoke to me. You showed me kindness, compassion, when most others would have just simply ignored my existence. And for that I am forever grateful. But I must ask now, knowing what I know, all of those Clank, all of those people back in Bravia, if they are like me, we can't abandon them. We can't allow them to become tools of whatever it is that Gideon Ashworth is planning. Would you do for them what you did for me?
To do that, we need to find an easier way to do that. That does not mean it is impossible, and I would most certainly believe there is an easier way. We just have yet to find it. I think it will be far more feasible once we do.
That's
Do
understandable.
you think we could close... Is there a way that we could close how he's getting souls to make the clanks? I know there's already clanks that exist and we need to help them, but he's continuing to make more clanks.
Would you like to close a Terra in reality?
I don't know how to do that, but that's more your territory.
Well, did you say
You
that
think
out
I know
loud?
how to close it?
I was trying to like gently like get your attention and then like just whisper things like slowly to you.
Okay.
Rhea.
Rhea. Do you think I know how to
Just
close a tear in reality?
well, I don't know if you know how, but you know people and you know tears and magic and I don't know.
I knew
I just
I
think you're
think
cool.
I
Lynn
knew
kind of
people,
hears this
Fortune,
because her
past
hearing is
tense.
very good.
Yeah.
And she's gonna kind of look at them and be like, I think we may need to go to the mages' acolytes in Aetheria about this. They are the foremost people on magic.
I think we need to see if there's anything left of Alessia. My old mentor.
I did roll a 17 on Yorn's instinct roll, so he did manage to hear this. I have to say, while I've been brought into the inner workings of exactly how the clanks are made, that one piece in particular is known only to the Phoenix. That piece, how they get the souls, is known only to them.
Okay. Still,
Even so, it has to be built onto some sort of magical theory. She can't possibly just be a monopoly on an application of magic. Someone had to have theorized it first before she applied it. You can't just pull that kind of thing out of your ass.
Well, as I said, Phoenix was one of the original humans. I'm assuming they had the knowledge from then and have just not shared it since. Everyone else has died away, but since they transferred themselves to a clank, they're the only ones that would know. So I think you're right. I think it was developed back on Aetheria.
Okay, also above table, so Fortune didn't say anything about like the Simeon when that was brought up.
You didn't.
No.
Okay.
And I don't think I don't think you two actually know who it is either.
Lynn has no fucking clue who that is.
Yeah.
Like
Rhea doesn't know,
so,
but she's like, I 100% believe that there is a gorilla person fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Conspiring with Gideon. I wanted to call him fucking Gideon Afton. The
Are you gonna change his name every time?
Motherfucker.
yeah. Lynn's just gonna say into the air, Fortune, do you still have that key ring we found earlier? Or, wait, hang on. Does Lynn know about that key ring that you got off the desk? Do we know about that?
I don't know if I ever did organically tell the party, but
okay. Well, never mind then.
No. I think you might have, because I think you did say like I've got when you guys were like looking around for something. I know that the Duke told us, but I don't remember Fortune said it. But I do remember you being like, "I've got this key ring."
Fortune, so they were already like I mean we probably would have seen them go through the drawers, but I don't know if like I would know what they found because they were invisible and they're quick-handed. So, but either way, I'm gonna kind of look back to Bjorn and be like, "Look, I know that this Phoenix character is allegedly the only person who knows, but is there any other schematics information on the clanks in this facility that we may be able to get? We need to take this as much info as we can to New Aetheria if they're going to believe us and help us. And that means proof."
Give me a presence check, please. 16 with hope. That is a good roll. He looks over at you for a second, and then you can see he's still weighing his options here. You can see there's like this. He's still afraid to divulge too much information, but at the same time, he's kind of on the back foot now, right? So he holds for a minute.
I'm gonna push a little more, and I'm gonna I'm going to push a little more and be like, if we can get you to New Aetheria, and we will try to get you out here with Tetra, they can probably protect you. They are the only people in this region who can stand up to Bravia. And that means standing up to Gideon.
Give me a D6 advantage on your presence check. Okay, that takes it to 21 with hope. Okay.
That's a big number.
As you kind of push a little bit further, you can see him wavering, and then... Fine. I can't get you the details exactly of how they cleave the souls from Aetheria. But blueprints, how they're built, exactly the materials we use, how the bodies are constructed. I can even get you information on the rituals we do for the suppression runes. That's all readily available for me as foreman. With what I can provide you, you could build a clank. You just couldn't have it, well, do what clanks do. Without the soul, they come on. They can do simple movements, but they just don't seem to function.
It's still, that's good information to take to New Aetheria and to maybe take to the mages' acolytes there. At least maybe they can figure out what is causing these clanks to go crazy when triggered, even if it doesn't have anything to do with the souls. And it proves that we're not full of shit. So let's get the information and then let's get out of here. Agreed?
Agreed.
I'm gonna kind of look around to like I guess Rhea and Caleanna. My ears are gonna like separate from my eyes. My ears kind of pivot to where Fortune is. Like I'm listening.
Only tracking you with their ears.
Just in case I am missing something with having the key and not showing it and presenting it, I could just I don't know how it looks out of it coming out of thin air out of my pocket and just dropping on the floor, but
it stays invisible.
You drop a key on the ground
until you release it. So if it's just in your hand, it's invisible. They don't see
throw
like a
it at him.
key.
You could push it into like one of our hands too, unless you think it'd be funny just to yeet it at Bjorn's head. Well, go.
Actually, what I want to do is I'm going to make it look like it drops out of your pocket, Lynn, like it was in your pocket.
I feel it enough to know that like Lynn kind of you actually see Lynn kind of crack a smile. Like she and Fortune are on a bad terms, but honestly that was pretty charming. So you see her warm up back a little. Like she kind of smiles. Like it's hard not to find that. So she's gonna reach down and kind of look at them and flip them over. And I'm gonna kind of look at Bjorn with these keys in my hand and be like, "Do these look familiar?"
Now where the fuck did you get those?
Wouldn't
Little
you like
Ghosty
to know
gave them to me. What are they for?
Well, if I were a betting dwarf, I'd say that those are the keys swiped from, just based on the sheer number of keys on that ring, front desk, security. Fucking interns. Those will get you pretty much...
He actually did quite well. His presentation on safety was very impressive. That's why I have these. I'm going to point to the little steel-toed caps that I used to help kick down the door earlier.
Yeah, the OSHA are OSHA uniforms.
Yeah, we still have the orange vests on, and I like to think I probably the glasses are on the ground, and she goes, "Oh yeah," and she kind of picks them up and puts them back on.
I need someone to draw fantasy OSHA uniforms, fantasy Costco from the Adventure Zone. Yeah. I need fantasy OSHA.
Fantasy OSHA. Somebody get on that. Somebody that can draw.
Yeah,
it's not me.
Just at least do some fun text and make a little logo or something.
He looks at you, and you had a 21 with hope on your presence roll, didn't you? Those keys will get you
Yeah.
damn near everywhere. The only place they won't get you is into the Phoenix's office itself, but they will get you into the reception area right before it. And there's only one door between you and that room. If you're looking for that kind of information, and you're willing to risk something like that. Now, personally, I think that's a fool's errand. But if you were going to find the information you're looking for, that would be the only place it would be. Now, we can play it safe.
Noted.
I can get the information that I have access to, and we can get the fuck out. Or you can play at detective. And he kind of shoots a look up at Draven, who just smiles back at him and continues to furiously take notes. I can't tell you what may or may not be in that room, but if there was information about how this ritual is completed, it would be there.
Well, do we put all of our eggs in one basket?
We may not get a better chance.
Probably not, no. This is probably our only chance, but safe or risky?
I will say, when we leave
How about
here, we
Play it by ear.
won't be
Get
coming
closer
back.
to the office.
Okay. I will gather the files that I need.
Right.
I would suggest Caleanna stay put, so as to not draw attention to herself. The four of you, and at this point, Draven speaks up, and he's like, I'm not going to even try to do a Draven voice. Draven's going to stick with Bjorn to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
You think I'm gonna let you go off by yourself?
Fine, the three of you.
No, the fuck you're not, weather boy.
That actually was a pretty good Draven. Give me 1 hour, and then I'll be ready to leave with the information. He looks around at his tiny, shitty apartment that's now trashed. There's shit everywhere from the fight and from
Gee, I wonder whose fault that is.
Well, yeah. Don't you look
and
at us that way.
The kitchen's been raided by Fortune. And
the
his
kitchen
eyes
has been. I like to think Fortune neatly raided the kitchen.
Well, that's probably true. His eyes fall on one of his very expensive bottles of that wine that has just been shattered, and it's just kind of staining the floors beneath him. Everything I've worked for is here. But I didn't really know what I was doing, did I? Fine, let's just get this over with and put this horrible chapter behind us. 1 hour. And he grabs his little, badge off of the wall and starts to head for the door. Draven with him. Will you let them both go, or...
Going
once, going twice.
Going what?
I guess we have to, because I'm not really sure what the alternative is. Other than
his idea that we were just going to meet back here, basically we're splitting the party and then meeting back.
In an hour. You have an hour to either wait patiently or try to find some information on your own.
Oh, well, before he walks off the door, I'm okay, well, do you have any advice on where the Phoenix's officers are located? And, give us a map?
Ugh, fine. But I'm warning you. I'm not waiting past an hour. If I come back and you're not here, we're leaving. I've already risked enough. I'm not waiting around. But he gets out like this. He grabs a sheet of paper and he starts drawing like a really hastily drawn map. Essentially, though, there is like this. The city is rather large, but he kind of points towards this almost central kind of forge area where at the top there is like an office space. So it's like, imagine this kind of almost cylindrical column that most of the city is kind of built around, like a hub and spoke. And then it's kind of up to where it can like look down on all the operations. He kind of slides it across to you. Try not to get caught or die. And he turns and leaves. Draven just kind of looks at you. Yes, don't die. And then he leaves as well. So
yes, that would be quite bad if you were to die in there.
I'll move our scene
I
back.
think it's funny
Caleanna,
that
I'm
he
not
always
going to tell
just-
you. I'm going to kind of look back to Caleanna and I'll be like, Caleanna, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It is probably safer if you stay here, but it's up to you if you want to come with us.
I could use a moment alone just to process some of this, if you don't mind. I think it might. I think I would just get in your way right now.
Of course. Again, we will come back, but if something were to happen and we can't meet up, go with Draven and Bjorn and get to New Aetheria because they will protect you and they will help you.
Will they believe me?
I don't think they can deny it. You're literal proof.
Okay. But I would like to echo the sentiment. Please don't die.
We'll do our best.
That's the plan.
Okay.
No promises.
She just kind of like leans back against this couch that she was sitting on, and the planks don't really have eyelids, but you can see that the lights in her eyes just kind of dim, as though she had closed her eyes. As you make your way out, the heat once again. These apartments are really good at keeping the heat out. Like, it felt
Excellent
comfortable
insulation.
inside, yeah. But once you open the door, it's just like whoosh. Like Lynn, your hair is just starting to like frizz out, like all the fur. And you're just immediately hit with that heat from all the forge and just the molten lava that kind of runs through, and all of these, and the sound too just starts like flooding back in. You didn't realize exactly how quiet it was, which also means that people probably did not hear anything from the fight with inside.
Cool. Let's hope that Bjorn doesn't rat on us. I'm gonna kind of like put the map down in front of me so that like I know it's low enough for Fortune to see, and like kind of beckon Rhea over so that we can all study the map to get an idea of how to go and how to come back.
Okay.
On the map.
So,
The map. On the map. I'm gonna look
Is-
at it.
is it feasible for her to even get, like, for anybody to get there within an hour just by walking?
Yeah,
Like,
you could
okay,
What
go
other
okay,
there.
well,
fucking
just-
method of transportation are you suggesting?
Well, I don't know how Lynn can fly, but I just wanted to throw it out. I can turn somebody else invisible, but I can only hold invisibility on one person at a time. So, like, theoretically, if I turn
I
Lynn
think-
invisible, you
I
can
think
fly
you
up
should
there super
save
quick.
that. If shit goes down, I want you to be able to get Caleanna out. Like, so I think you should basically make yourself and Caleanna disappear. And because, like, I think Lynn is kind of riding on Fortune being able to smuggle her out if shit goes sideways, and she does.
Can I pick her up and carry her? Would that actually be feasible?
Who, Caleanna or Lynn?
Yeah.
Caleanna.
Caleanna.
Caleanna can walk now. She's fine. Like, she's
Yeah,
completely
okay.
fixed.
Yeah,
she can just
she's
leave
completed.
with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bjorn helped
well, I
with
guess
the
I could,
physical
like-
repairs. Bjorn helped with the physical repairs, so she's mobile again.
That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, with all that out of the way, then, You want to look at this and see what's our best route?
Yeah, I think we just need to go straight there as quickly as possible and then come back. We've only got an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In order to get there relatively unnoticed, I'm going to ask for a group stealth check. So I'm just going to assume Fortune's leading that. But you can
Yes.
have whoever's leading it. Okay, so as a reminder, group stealth checks, the way this works is Rhea and Lynn, you are going to make stealth reaction rolls. These will not generate hope or fear. And then depending on if you pass or fail, that will improve or God, what's the what is the opposite of improve? I'm such an idiot.
Disadvantage?
It'll make
Fuck
better
up.
or make badder. Fortune's actual roll.
Usually I'm the one with the words, but right now I'm not, and I don't really care. So
Why? Yeah, why do I not know the opposite of improve? Chat, help me out. It's late. So I'll need reaction stealth, not stealth checks. They are, of course, finesse.
blemish.
My worst stat. Just a straight roll.
Troy.
Well, yeah, straight finesse. So if you have +1, you get +1.
No, I'm just saying, like, I just click on it. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
You just...
4. That's a fail.
Ma'am.
It does not generate hope because this is a reaction roll. So that is a -1 to whenever Fortune makes her roll. A 9, also a fail. So Fortune, you're making this...
because I'm going to use words of reassurance and be like, it's like, you can get in and out of the Ashworths. You can do this. And she can re-roll that. That's my domain card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rhea.
17 is much better.
With hope.
So
it doesn't.
It does not for these.
No, but we can still hang on to them vibes.
Also, Vengeance did say improve or decrease. I think that is the best I'm going to think of.
Diminish, I believe.
This prove is not
there you
right...
go. Improve or diminish. Yeah.
Diminish. I think that's
diminish,
what...
mar, blemish, destroy.
I was going to lay awake later and be like, and what is the opposite of improve? Okay, so Fortune, you have a straight roll here. So you have a straight roll of finesse. 4 failed and 17 succeeded. So good luck.
We canceled each other out.
16 with hope. You do generate hope from that. And that will be a success. As you all quietly make your way, you all do or would normally stand out. I mean, most of the people here are humans, which is odd, dwarves, or, actually, goblins. So, Fortune, if they could see you, you would probably be okay. One thing they would not be used to seeing is a Qatari seraph walking around. But Fortune, luckily, is very well versed in how to get around places sneakily. So he helps you as you guys make your way over towards this large central forge pillar. And you can see that there are these kind of like, those stairs to where like they don't have a back to them and they're like grates so you can like see through. They're horrible looking stairs. And as you guys, they kind of spiral up around it. As you guys start to make your way up that, it's kind of unnerving because you look down and you just see like these tiny little grates and then just molten rock beneath you. And you're kind of walking up this spiral staircase right beneath and right above this just giant furnace. But you make it up quietly enough, stealthily enough, and you get to this locked door at the top.
I love locked doors.
You have
I'm
the
gonna
key for this
kind
one.
of bend down a little bit to where Fortune is, just like slowly be like, Fortune, this may be your forte, and I'm gonna kind of like open my hand to like show her the key ring again.
Yeah, I want to. I'm going to look at that, but Eric, sorry, Wolf. I want to check about Well Connected. Is
Yep.
a foundation feature for me. Is there any goblins I know here?
What does your foundation features say?
When you arrive in a prominent town or environment, you know somebody who calls this place home, give them a name, note how you think they could be useful, and choose one fact from the following list.
That
Could
sounds like a
I?
you question. Who do you know here?
Jerry the janitor.
Yeah.
His name's Cole, and he is the janitor.
Cole. Okay. Okay.
Cole the janitor goblin.
Would you have sought him out before coming here? Or
Only
not?
if I saw him just like right then walking by, and I was like, "Hey, he
What if
owes
he was
me
in the
20
bar?
bucks."
What if he was in the bar?
I rolled. You would not have
Yeah.
seen him just in passing on the way here. But
Okay,
you
then.
do know
In
he's
that
here
case-
and he works here somewhere, so you could seek him out if you'd like. But you didn't see him, so at this point you're at the door.
Cole the janitor is
In that
not
case,
cleaning this floor now.
let me look at the keys and see if I have the key that would just automatically like just work on this
Are
door.
they labeled? Was the extremely like nice and together intern? Did he have extremely nice labels on his keys?
They all have those little color-coded things you slip on them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like
Oh,
each one
those
has a different little
motherfuckers.
color, and then yes, they are all labeled. So it's easy enough to find.
Yay.
Beautiful penmanship, like beautiful. This guy would go so far if he wasn't going to get fired after today.
Well, maybe he could go far somewhere else. Maybe this isn't the right environment for him.
He's
Well,
gonna
this
have
is
to
an
go
evil
far.
place, so maybe that's like for the best.
That's
Like,
what
did
I
him a
was saying.
favor.
This is
Before everything gets
clearly
bad.
not the right environment for someone of his caliber.
Yeah, he's too good for this place. You guys did him a favor. You should probably grab
Yeah.
him on the way out.
He,
Look,
we'll
we
just
lied to
knock
you.
him over the head
We
and
just-
drag him out.
We'll think
We
about
just
it.
robbed this place. You need to come with us.
Oh,
So
Too
easy
good
enough.
for this world.
Able to get into this particular door. You going in?
I will walk in first since I'm invisible.
Okay. Give me, as soon as you go in the room, give me a... Let's see what I want to do here.
How trapped is this room? Let's
Instinct.
bring
yeah,
Give me
that's like why I
instinct.
sent her in first. I was like, she's better equipped for this fast hands bullshit.
Instinct
So
roll.
I got a new keychain, and it's like a shaker one. There's little bits inside here, and it brings me great joy to watch the little guys.
Oh, that's cool.
move around.
Do you remember those little things with the ball in them that you, like a little maze that you'd have to like get the ball through? You know what I'm
Yes!
talking about?
I
Cool.
know those. I know the bitch. That's the bitch.
I love and hate those things, but that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
9. Okay.
So if
It
you hear
is-
this,
I would
Uh,
give her a
I
hope
did wanna-
if she wants advantage. I think we can give that to each other, right?
Yes, if you spend a hope, you can help with it, and then that would give them the advantage. You just described to me how you're helping, and then
I'm
they get
gonna
a
be like-
D6.
Be careful, we don't know it's in there, so just step lightly before she goes in.
I'll give you advantage. Okay.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
So that brings it to a
That is how
15.
it's done.
Okay.
Yep.
As you go in, the room itself is dark, but there are like large windows on one side that just have this kind of glow coming through them from just all of the, fire everywhere in this place. So the room is illuminated a little bit. And you'll notice that at the moment, it is empty. As you kind of peek in, look around, this door wasn't trapped. Huh. This looks like a reception area. It looks like where the CEO of a company, where their assistant would sit. This is where Moneypenny sits in the Bond movies. You know what I mean? Like a nice reception area. And you can see across the room, there is a very, like, these double doors made out of, like, this thick dwarven stone. It's the only other exit out of this room.
Ugh.
Is it magical? Like, is it locked? Is it magically locked?
Give me another instinct roll. And we'll see what happens. Well, that's a 7 with fear.
I don't know.
So I will take that fear.
You said there's a desk?
There is a desk, yes. Are the rest of you coming in after he tells you that it's...
Not yet. I'm kind of like peeking through the door. I'm like, ah!
There is a desk. As you go over to the door, kind of giving it a once-over, looking it up and down, you don't know. You're not the magical type. It's definitely locked, and it looks thick and heavy, and you're concerned about, even if you can pick this thing, how are you going to open something this large? Which makes you think maybe it is magic. Maybe there's something else that opens it. You don't know. You don't know.
You need me to look at the big magic fuck off door.
Well, I would like to try.
Lynn's gonna whisper, the desk. Check the desk. Like, to Fortune across the room from the door where she's like hanging.
Okay, sure. I'll check the desk and look for something, but ultimately what I'm thinking of trying to do is my pick and pull action.
Okay.
Which gives me advantage against non-magical locks. I'm assuming this is magical at this point, though, so I'm going to postpone that for now and see if I can find the magic.
So you make your way over to the desk. What are you doing? Like, what are you looking for? What are you doing?
Oh, trap door, like secret doors, and
finger button.
Of course, what's obviously... Yeah, some finger button that opens
like
another
when
thing.
A villain steeples their fingers together and they go... Like, and they say a one-liner, and then they hit a button and a trapdoor opens, and you go into a pit of alligators.
Yeah. So, Fortune's kind of like doing this all around the desk.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Let's see. Yeah. Man, instincts. I got to go with instinct again.
Okay, I'm going to use fast hands on this roll to give me at least a +2.
Okay. Fair enough. Spend the hope. Let's see what you get. 16 with fear. Okay, I will take that fear.
Isn't it +2 to it?
18. Yes, you're right. 18 with fear. As you're kind of poking around, you don't find anything on the exterior of the desk. But right before you go to open like the first drawer, you do see a tiny hint of what seems to be a trap on the first drawer that you go to pull. And right before you pull it out, you happen to notice. So there's no external buttons, but there may be something in these drawers. But at the moment, it is trapped.
Okay, now I'll try my pick and pull ability.
Okay.
Let's see. Just in case, let's see. You have advantage on action rolls to pick non-magical locks, disarm non-magical traps, or steal items from a target.
This trap is non-magical. So you will have advantage on your finesse roll. Give me a d6. That is with fear. So I will take the fear. Getting back up there, guys. 6. So 18 with fear. You're still invisible, right? So the two of you are just staring into this room and see nothing. But you're like, what's happening? Meanwhile, Fortune's like running around this room. You do manage to, with an 18, That will be a success with fear. You do manage to find exactly how this little trap is set up, and you realize that the trap is actually connected to an alarm. But you manage to disable it and cut it off to where the alarm won't sound, and you should be able to open the drawer now. And that you actually notice that was connected to all 3 of the drawers, so they should all be now disabled.
Yo, I just realized that Yorn is still on the tactical mode map, so he looks like he's just out here in his own little personal hell void.
Is he? Oh, oops.
He's just in the void. Look at him.
He's just chilling. This is Yorn. There's not even a map there. Why did I do that?
Just Yorn things chilling in the void. Don't we all?
He's at work, so he is in the void right now.
In the void.
He's at work
He's in
for the
hell.
next
He
hour.
is in like lower
Don't we all-
Tartarus, whatever you want to call it.
Like, don't we all just pull a Yorn every now and again and just go chill out in the middle of the void, slightly off
into the
center?
void.
It's more like the abyss,
Okay,
though, like with the heat and everything. I feel like it needs to be more like a hellscape. All right, back to story mode.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna go ahead and like
Open drawers.
I just want to like Plilfer go ahead and take everything out. If there's a light switch in the room, like let's just like let them see me through here. Well, no, I guess I'm invisible, but I can hold up pages and be like, "Hey guys, come on in."
There is there is like a lantern on the desk that you could turn on.
Okay,
Like
and then I just opened up all those now untrapped stuff and just putting it out on the table and be like, "Come on, get on in here, come on."
All right, I'm gonna tiptoe into the room.
Okay, you all
which
make
is
your
very
way into
loud
the
still
room.
because Lynn's in super heavy.
Clank, clank, clank.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. It's so sad because she's a Atari and her last name's Lightfoot.
But then you pick like the one class that's gonna wear like the heavy. Actually, you are the only one, aren't you?
Medium.
Everybody else is like
I'm in medium
Oh,
armor.
okay. I thought you were in heavy armor.
Heavy armor is like super slow, and I already have like an 8. Like I just got to a 9 for evasion.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't need anything lower.
You're so easy to hit, but so hard to actually damage, though. Like it's so hard to hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
have 5 armor and then like 8 hit points.
And you got the. Let's see. You've got the. I am your shield too, right? So it's hard to hit anybody. Okay. You all make it in. What you find in the drawer is a bunch of papers, ledgers, meeting like notes. Nothing top secret, but this looks more like their schedule, shift schedules. You know, there is a little bit of like salary information, just if you're curious. But yeah, actually. Oops, wrong dice. That's a D6.
Does the calendar have Gideon's name on it for when he visited? Because we know from the ledger book he signed in on that.
If you flip back, you do know that. If you flip back to that date, he did have a entire half day blocked off in order to have a private meeting with undisclosed individial. But it's on the same day that Gideon visited.
I'm still going to take these and put them in my pack because I think it just strengthens our credibility that, like, Gideon was here. If we, he can't. It's hard evidence.
Okay. The one thing you don't find, unfortunately, is the key to the door. There was not one in the drawers.
Nope.
I did roll for that. I gave you a 50% chance of getting the key, and I just rolled bad. I'm sorry. I could have just given it to you, but I wanted to roll this thing. Hadn't rolled it in a little bit, so. What are you gonna do?
Do we just call
I'm gonna
our
turn
losses
to Rhea
and get out of here?
Rhea, do you have any way to tell if there's any magic on that door?
I mean, I can certainly take a closer look at it.
Knowledge roll.
Can I go
please.
vibe check the door?
You can. Give me a knowledge
Vibe
check.
Knowledge.
Can I give her advantage by showing her what I've already learned about the door?
Absolutely. Yes, you can.
I'm just like, okay, interesting schematic. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Waboosh. Oops, that's the wrong thing. It's the same modifier, though, so...
Same modifier? That's fine. So I'll take the fear. You get your 18. You have advantage to roll a d6 also.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 23, right?
24.
Did I
Oh,
miscount?
I can't do math.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
With
you did
four-
it right. It's 23.
With this disembodied voice being like, look here, and then having to actually explain where they're pointing.
Yeah, I'm
She
pointing
just
with my
takes her
finger and I'm
hands
like,
and guides
You have to,
them.
like, knock on it.
oh, yeah, we have like a whole ghost moment where we're
Yeah.
making clay pottery.
Oh,
You,
love
like,
it.
walk right in. I like
to
step
think
right on
Lynn
your
has
foot
to
at
lift,
one point.
like, Lynn actually has to lift, like, Fortune up while she moves, like, Rhea's hands. So we're all, like, three of us.
You're all
like,
in it, yeah. You're holding
I
Fortune.
still managed to
Yeah.
step on foot somehow.
I love this.
I've
with
got
a
steel
23.
toed shoes on, so I'm fine.
Oh, that's gonna hurt whoever stepped on your foot instead. Okay,
I stepped on Fortune's foot.
this
We
is
all have them on. We're safe.
yeah. Didn't you? No,
yeah, no, we're
Fortune.
good.
Fortune probably didn't pay attention to the OSHA thing and was invisible, so she wouldn't have had to unless she wanted to grab steel-toed boots.
I'm lifting her. She's fine.
It's fine, whatever.
23.
I investigated the shit out of this door.
And you did. There are a couple things going on with this door. There definitely is some magical shenanigans going on here. There are actually
It's big magic people.
There are 3 layers of protection on this door. The first one is basically a magical trap to let people, to dissuade people from even approaching this door without something that disarms this trap. The next
We're all
layer, the next layer is actually a magical lock that will need to be bypassed, and then finally there is a mundane lock. So trap, magic lock, mundane lock.
I mean, I could maybe do the trap and the mundane, but
Yeah, and then I think Rhea would have to try to do the magic. I don't think Lynn can. Lynn's not suited to either one of these roles.
Lynn could
Yeah.
smack it.
I could, if we
Hit
can't get the actual physical lock, I could try to like force it, but I wouldn't. Strength's not actually my highest modifier.
Let me see. I'm actually wondering if he's not here, so it doesn't matter. I was like, I wonder if Draven has anything that would have helped here. Oh,
I mean, I think finesse is going to be the way to go.
So the first thing to get through is the magical trap, though. And these specifically, these aren't something Fortune that you could like cut or disarm. These are runes that are placed within the stonework. So you'd need to find a way to disable those runes somehow or suppress the magic.
Well, we
He
know
said,
that damaging runes, like
with a knowing nod to
fucks
the
them up.
camera. Damaging runes might work.
we know from the suppression room that when we like the tracking room that when we busted it like removed the tracking ability.
Did.
And this is the same tech, from what I understand.
For Lynn's perspective, it all looks the same.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know any of this
I
shit.
mean, honestly, it sounds good to me. If you want to smack it, Lynn, go for it. Might literally blow up in your face, but
I have a counter spell, but I don't know if that'll do much unless we set it off.
Well, I mean, that sounds better than just Lynn trying to stab the door.
That's true.
I nearly got electrocuted
Yeah.
last time I tried to force a rune.
Fair. What's the play here?
Do we want to try the counterspell to undo the spell on it?
Well,
What
I
was
feel
it?
like Rhea
It's-
definitely needs to be the one to try to do
well,
something.
it's magical trap, and then it's a spell or a magical lock on the inside, right? And then it's
Yes.
a mundane lock.
Trap, magic lock, mundane lock.
Well, if it's a trap, I think the problem is I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be an alarm or damaging, because I'll take damage. Lynn will take damage to do this.
No. I can do a trap. Is it a magical trap?
It is a magical trap.
So you wouldn't get advantage.
Yeah.
But finesse
Oh,
would
okay,
probably
sorry.
be the better. I mean, I don't have any finesse, so even without advantage, I could give you advantage. Lynn could be like, go,
Go, team.
go.
Well,
and
finesse
you have
is
fast
my
hands.
highest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
I
about
was
you
gonna
try to do
say,
the trap, and we'll
I could
go from
do-
there with the counter spell on the second layer.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. So I'll do finesse, fast hands, and we'll
I'll
see
give
what
you
happens.
a hope for advantage on top of that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So
Alright,
we
just
are-
removing a hope.
Let me make sure I understand. We're going with
Fortune's
Fortune, trying to do the trap.
Mhm.
Then we'll see what
Uh-huh.
happens after that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Hold on. It is not going to be a finesse roll to
trying.
disarm this trap
Oh.
because
Wow.
they are magical runes. There's not really anything that you can. You're going to have to somehow try to undo this magic. It will be a knowledge roll.
Okay.
You want me to
can
do
I
it?
still
Do you have
use-
the 2 or better?
Could I still use fast hands though
Is that one of your
as
experiences?
a knowledge?
Or a...
Yeah, it's an experience.
If you can explain to me how your fast hands would help you in understanding how to undo these runes, I will give it to you. But if it sounds
If
like
I undo them
bullshit
faster,
that
it's
ChatGPT
better.
spit out, I'm gonna say no.
No, I'm original. It's just not good.
I'm gonna say no, not on this. Not fast hands for this in particular.
Okay.
In fact,
I
you're
couldn't think of
probably
a
You want me
wanting
to
to
do
go
it?
slow
You
and
really want me
methodical.
to
Yeah,
do
your
it?
knowledge-
Do you want
your
me to do it?
Is your knowledge higher?
It's a
Yeah.
1. It's not horrible.
Okay.
And I have
but
relevant
let me-
experience.
I don't
I-
think I have an experience that would help me. So I'm going to probably take
You-
my
oh,
hope
but-
back.
Yeah, since we didn't roll, I imagine we wouldn't use
Actually,
that.
let me maybe say Tinkerer
What experience did you
as
have?
an experience.
Baby
'cause-
cakes, that's a rune.
Yeah, Rhea, you said you
I
might
have
have.
Yeah,
an
I really
experience.
think-
specifically
if it's a-
magical tinkerer.
Yeah,
So
let's
that I'll
have Rhea
give you.
do it, and then we'll have her do the spell, and then you can try the non-magical lock at the third, because I think
That was my go-to. I agree.
Okay, so someone can still give her help if you'd like.
I will. I'll still give her
Okay.
advantage. Like, I'll probably give everybody advantage on this. I've got 3 hopes.
Okay, so you can spend that hope. So here's what I'm looking for.
Sylvia knows what
Oh!
he's doing.
I haven't rolled my prayer dice.
Oh,
I
you
have
should
all
probably
those
do
prayer
that.
dice. I have to roll those.
This would be
Hang
a
on.
good time to do that.
Okay,
3 and 4, right?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can add those to like straight to rolls. By the way, like I can just take a
Right.
4 and add it, or I can take a 3 and add it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say these things will have a higher than 10 DC, just so you know. They're
Yeah,
not
I
going to be
kinda
the,
figured.
the lower DCs. So what I need from you, you're going to have advantage on this. So there'll be an additional D6. Your knowledge roll, if you spend the hope, magical tinkerer definitely will apply here. So that would be a +2 plus advantage plus probably a prayer die. We'll see.
Let's start with the roll, and then we'll go from there.
Is the advantage
assume
coming
that's
from? I'm assuming
allowed.
the advantage is coming from me, correct? It
Yes.
is coming from me.
Yes.
Okay.
13.
Okay, so roll the advantage,
with hope.
and it's 15 because she gets her magical thing.
Oh. So that's all right. So 15, you're right.
20.
So 20. You keeping that, or are you giving a prayer die to it?
Yeah.
I I think for now we're good because we've got another trap after this.
Okay. 20 is exactly what you needed for this first one. As I think a little bit of sweat starts to just come down as you're working on this. And there's this moment of tension where the runes start to glow really bright, right as you're kind of unbinding the magic. And then right when it seems like it's about to backfire and blow up back into your face, you manage to contain the magic and just wheel it back around until the runes on the four corners of this door dissipate. And you now have before you a large, untrapped stone door. Still with 2 locks, though. So.
And this is a magical lock from what we we can tell.
One is and one isn't.
There's still a mundane lock on the other side, but go ahead.
My cat's turned off my Christmas
Can we tag
lights
team
somehow.
it? Like, I know tag team is normally like a battle thing, but this is also kind of scary. So,
I don't know if we want to eat all of that hope, unless it gives automatic advantage to like what they're doing.
So the only thing with the tag
I was thinking about it last time.
You usually usually doing that with one target. These would still be 2 separate targets. They're 2 separate locks. So I don't think, because you wouldn't be doing damage, and that's really what the tag team's for. I don't think it would be more efficient than just spending the 1 hope for advantage. Is what I'm saying. I think the help action is
just throwing it out there.
Best way to tag team. Because otherwise, I guess you could roll both and still choose. You know what? If you had 3 hope you wanted to spend, you could do that. You could roll the 2 and then choose which one to. I would still let you do that. Why not?
Okay. I was just throwing it out there. We don't have to do it. Just not it.
It is a good idea. I just never thought about doing that outside combat. But sure, if you spend the 3 hope, you could still do the roll and see what happens. And pick whichever one you wanted.
So what type of lock is the next one?
A magical lock is next. Now, to be fair, the door is locked in 2 different ways, magically and mundanely, but you don't have to do those 2 in any order. The trap had to be done first. But you can attempt either lock next.
Does Epsilon want to try and unmagic like this lock? Because I think that will be. I want to kind of see that one out of the way.
Yeah, unmagic.
So you said
unmagic. I don't know.
Counterspell? What? Read me that.
I don't think counterspell specifically is gonna work.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say I thought there was still like a dispel magic, which would work.
If there is, I don't have access to it yet.
Okay. Maybe you don't then.
It was probably a domain card feature.
Yeah, Counterspell was a domain card, and it's the first thing I've seen of its type, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Okay.
So how do you want to do this? Are you just going to attempt... Do you have any spells or anything that you think would apply? Or are you just going to try to undo the magic again through fun rolls?
Wait a second. Is there a crack under the store?
A crack? You cannot see. You can't see any light or anything like that through the other side. It seems to be like almost like the wall.
Okay. Okay, so there's no cracks. Oh man.
You don't even see any hinges.
Yeah, just as you can
Once you get through this,
a magical.
You're not really even sure how it's supposed to open. You'll probably find out, but
you can interrupt a magical effect taking place by making a reaction roll, which kind of makes me think like it's a counter spell.
Yeah, that would not apply to something.
Otherwise, I don't have much. I think I'm just gonna kind of fuck around and find out.
Okay.
But I'm the most qualified to do the fuck around part, so...
Yeah.
Fair. We'll go with another
You can
knowledge
do
roll
Magic
then.
Tinker again. I think that would still apply to
Yeah.
picking a lock.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a 7. I'm gonna add 4, and I'm gonna add 4 to that.
Okay, so you're at 19.
So it's 21.
And I'll give her
21.
a hope for advantage.
Okay.
So roll advantage.
Oh. So it's at 21 plus whatever the heck this is.
Okay. The DC for this lock was 22. So the help helped you for sure. It stopped at 21. So just her giving you that was exactly what you needed. Just so you know, if you've noticed a trend, your lock might be slightly harder there, Fortune. At this point,
That's okay, because I have a 7
Yeah.
to add to this outcome.
at this point, you are, as you're focusing on this, you can see the lock. You can see in your mind how that magic is forming. I am going to spend a point of fear and make you take 1 point of stress as just the sheer weight
Oh yeah.
of what you're
that's
doing
super fair.
and all of the energy you're pouring into this. You manage to dissipate that lock, but just the act of going through 2 very powerful enchantments back to back like that is just a little bit draining. As you stumble for just a second and kind of catch yourself as the magic leaves you and dissipates from the door. And now the only thing left
Thank
standing
God that I
between-
cleared some of my stress from earlier, or I would be fucked.
Yeah. Did you have a question, Lynn?
No, I'm just saying, so
Okay.
there's just now a non-magical lock.
There is a very sophisticated, non-magical lock that stands between you.
It's okay, because our girls got this.
I think
Fortune.
she might.
You're gonna hear a million bones cracking all at once, and she's lubricating her hands up for a second. She's like, all right, these old bones has got it. And I'm going to use a hope of my own to go ahead and give me +2 for
Okay.
fast hands.
You automatically get advantage.
And then,
You automatically get advantage
okay.
because
And what am I using? Is it finesse?
this will
or-
be finesse. This is a finesse roll.
Yay!
Oh my God, you got
Right.
it!
advantage.
I
And
got
you
it.
get advantage. Roll that advantage. Get a 25.
I'm going to
Ma'am.
just to try.
He already had a 25 because of the +2 from his experience.
Oh shit, you got a 30. Hell yeah.
A 30.
So, Fortune knows what she's doing, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
All right. Here's how this was going to go. For real. This was my plan. 25 was the DC you needed. But 25 was going to get you something, but there was going to be a surprise. With a 30,
Consequences.
I just can't even think of anything. I'll take the fear back because fuck you. But 30 total. You hear all these just bones cracking out of nowhere, and then you start to hear the sound of just these tiny little clicks and clanks, and then you hear one loud kind of click, and then there's like as you feel. You almost, yeah, actually, you do kind of feel it as the door itself kind of almost drops a little bit. And then it starts to just pull into the sides of the wall. So it kind of drops down a little bit and then starts to separate away, just revealing the room behind you. As you hear, it's surprisingly quiet for stone grinding against stone. As the doors part and open, and beyond you see this very, very elegant room. Dark and unoccupied, but you can see little bits and bobs all around, foreign objects that you've never seen. Things that make almost no sense to you. Some kind of contraptions, technology you just don't know. Some of them look like they might be in like a prototype stage. Some of them look like they might be ancient. Some of them look almost alien, probably relics from a world that no longer exists. As you have breached the inner sanctum of the Phoenix's office, and I think that's where we'll stop for tonight. 11:30, we don't have Draven, and I think that's a pretty good place to leave off. So, damn, 30! I saw that pop up with 23, and I'm like, son of a bitch!
Before we end the session, can I
Sure.
go? Because I'm gonna have to re-roll my prayer dice next time. I'm gonna go ahead and I still have those 7, so I'm just gonna use them to go up to full hope because unfortunately
Okay.
I can't get more than 6.
That's fair. That's perfectly fine. Because the prayer dice are per session, right?
Well, you gave me one of them, I think.
Yeah, I have to re-roll them at each session. So
Okay.
You gave me one,
So
you
wanted
get
to bring
3.
up
no, those were
my
that was my regular
invisibility.
hope. I had 3 hope and I still have 1 hope, but I get the hope back from my dice.
Oh, okay.
Like I can use the each session I get the prayer dice and I can either use it to give myself hope or I can use it to add to rolls.
Right. Okay. Okay. with you.
Or I can also reduce incoming damage with them. So like if there's like a shit ton of damage about to be done, I can be like 7 damage gone.
I will never hurt you, will I?
That's
I will
awesome.
never. Have we haven't even gotten. I gotta up my game. Have we even had someone have to make a death move yet? Oh yeah, we did. People
I
went
had to go
unconscious.
unconscious.
That's
Yeah.
Because I got beamed over by the head by that
Actually,
fucking fawn.
I think almost all of us have.
It's been a while.
I
now,
used
now
to
that
only
you say
have
that, I remember,
1 prayer dice, but it's per. I used to
Here?
only have 1 prayer dice, but it's per level that I get. I think I get another one each time because now I have 2. No, it's equal to my spell class trait. So no, I upped my strength. I think from.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I get 2 because my strength is 2, basically, because that's my magical spell casting trait.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
if I up that in the future, I think that's one of the things. No, my strength must have always.
It's either that or
See,
it
I
could be.
can't
It could be
remember what
tied to
I
your
upped last
tier.
time.
It could be tied to your tier too, because we went to tier 2 when we leveled up.
No, it explicitly says number of d4s equal to your subclass's spell trait, and like that's how it works.
Oh,
But I think I upped my no, because my strength was always my second. Because I updated my presence, and I think
yeah, strength was probably
at one
always
point I
plus
upped
2.
2 of my things. It had to be because that's like I upped 3, I guess, on my presence. Because I don't think any of us started with a 3 on anything.
No, you don't. So what it sounds like to me is you just weren't. You were handicapping yourself by not giving you the extra prayer dice in the beginning, maybe.
Well, I use a rapier, and that's my attack, because I don't attack using strength.
Right.
But my prayer dice and I didn't realize when I built this character that they're really meant for strength. You're really just supposed to dump. Like, I should have had a great sword.
Yeah.
I should have made strength my main thing.
Hey, I mean,
but
you
I
can get a new
be able
weapon.
to sweet talk people because I wanted to be more of a diplomatic than just an outright, like, I'm going to beat your ass kind of character. But I ended up being that anyway.
Sure. And there are still, I think, in the near future, there are going to be moments where a diplomat will definitely come in handy. It hasn't happened just yet.
I haven't even used any of my experiences.
Yeah.
All of my experiences have because I have silver spoon for, so if anything's wealthy, I can be like, oh, that's a fake. I think, oh, that's a dupe. That's not a real purse.
I think you're gonna find that you can you'll get more use out of that in cities that aren't Bravia. Right.
I do forget that one of my experiences is what you are in the dark. So when I'm being very integral, or if I'm doing the right thing, I'm supposed to be able to add to that. Like when I was talking to what's his face, Bjorn, I should have thought, hey, I can add my I'm giving the pep talk kind of thing.
Yeah. You just gotta, because I don't have all your experiences memorized.
I know, but I forget. I just forget.
Yep. Okay, so let's save that. We'll, if you guys got 15 minutes or so, we'll do a quick post show. But for now, that's where we'll pick up. Ravnok, I hope you're feeling better. I hope that you watched, because I don't want to repeat all that. There's a lot of lore. Go back and watch it. Sucker.
And we missed Draven.
We did miss Draven. When you're back, I will think of some reason for you to be able to come back in. Maybe you'll bring Yorn. I don't know. But I won't make you sit out. So come back next time.
Yorn pissed him off so much that he's like, fuck this. I'm gonna go find these people. I cannot exist around this man for one more second.
He found out that Bjorn was actually just trying to hide from our stupidity going to the Phoenix's office, and he was hiding out. Like, he picked up a portfolio and said, yeah, this is all I need. Now we'll wait here for an hour. And he was like, you cowardly motherfucker. We must go help our friends.
Shit. I'm going to go help my friends unlock a door.
He put him to sleep and said, wait here.
Go to bed. He pointed at him, go to bed. I'm going to go help my friends unlock a door. He gets it there. Oh, you've already unlocked the door.
I love Draven so much.
What the fresh hell is this?
Oh, Draven, we miss you. We need you back. Okay, so join us next week for that. We do have a couple more streams this week. If Ravnok is feeling better, we do have a Golden Vault on Wednesday. And then, we'll bring you back down after that with Temptations, get back into the dark side of things. But that should be we got like I think probably another lore dump episode, Temptations, this Thursday, because we finally found somebody we'd been looking for, and they've got some explaining to do. So, but until then, I do have the schedule posted. Lucy? What? Oh, no. No. God. You know what? The young people probably don't even get that reference. I do have the schedule posted on the Discord or wolfkins.com. And then I'll try to get it posted on Twitch, but I'm an idiot and was trying to do it before the stream and couldn't get it. So it's still the November thing there. But yeah, if you would like to, we do have a Patreon where you can just join for like $1. We're going to put up a couple post shows. We're going to get back into doing that, and I'm going to get back into doing my newsletters and things like that now that the holidays are over. So until then, though, we'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.